In a construction office trailer, ensuring stable voltage is crucial for safeguarding sensitive electronic equipment and maintaining productivity. Without an automatic voltage regulator, also known as an AVR, generators can experience significant voltage fluctuations which can be detrimental to computers and other devices. Small generators without AVR typically exhibit voltage swings of up to 10 to 15% during loading and unloading. This can cause voltage spikes when a heavy load is suddenly turned on and dips when a load is removed. These sudden voltage changes can damage electronic components, reduce equipment lifespan, and cause data loss. An AVR ensures that the generator's voltage output remains within a tight range, typically plus or minus 2% of the nominal voltage. This greatly reduces voltage fluctuations and provides a stable power source for connected devices. The benefits of using an AVR include, firstly, extended equipment lifespan, secondly, reduced risk of data loss, and thirdly, improved power quality for sensitive devices. Independent tests have been conducted to compare the voltage stability of generators with and without AVR. These tests have consistently shown that generators with AVR maintain a much more stable voltage output, with fluctuations typically below 5%, and generators without AVR exhibit significant voltage swings during load changes which can exceed 10%. The upcharge for a generator with an AVR is justified considering the potential damage and loss it can prevent. A stable power supply is essential for the smooth operation of an office trailer and the protection of valuable equipment. While a non-AVR generator may be less expensive, the long-term costs associated with equipment damage and downtime can outweigh the savings. It is strongly recommended to specify a generator with an automatic voltage regulator for a construction office trailer. The additional costs of an AVR is a small investment compared to the potential risks and costs associated with voltage fluctuations. Stable voltage will ensure reliable power, protect equipment, and enhance productivity. When considering a generator for a construction office trailer, the decision to include an automatic voltage regulator, or AVR, is a critical one. The primary function of an AVR is to maintain a consistent voltage output from the generator, regardless of changes in the load. Without an AVR, the voltage supplied by the generator can fluctuate significantly, potentially damaging sensitive electronic equipment commonly found in office trailers such as computers, printers, and communication devices. To understand the importance of an AVR, it's essential to know how generators work. A generator produces electricity by converting mechanical energy into electrical energy. The output voltage of a generator is influenced by several factors, including the speed of the engine and the load applied to the generator. When the load on the generator changes suddenly, such as when a large piece of equipment is turned on or off, the voltage can fluctuate. These fluctuations can be particularly pronounced in smaller generators that lack the sophisticated control systems found in larger units. In generators without an AVR, voltage swings of 10 to 15% are not uncommon during loading and unloading. For example, if a generator is designed to output 120 volts, the voltage could spike to 132 volts when a load is suddenly removed or dip to 108 volts when a heavy load is applied. These voltage variations can stress electronic components, shorten their lifespan, and in some cases, cause immediate failure. An AVR works by continuously monitoring the generator's output voltage and adjusting the excitation current to the generator's field winding. This adjustment compensates for changes in load and maintains a stable voltage output. Generators equipped with AVR typically maintain voltage within plus or minus 2% of the nominal voltage, providing a much more stable power source for connected devices. The benefits of using an AVR extend beyond simply protecting equipment from voltage spikes and dips. A stable voltage supply can also improve the performance and reliability of electronic devices. For example, computers and other digital devices are designed to operate within a specific voltage range. When the voltage deviates significantly from this range, the device may not function correctly, leading to errors, data loss, or system crashes. An AVR helps to ensure that the voltage remains within the acceptable range, preventing these problems. Independent tests have consistently demonstrated the effectiveness of AVR in maintaining voltage stability. These tests typically involve applying various loads to generators with and without AVR and measuring the voltage output. The results consistently show that generators with AVR maintain a much more stable voltage output, with fluctuations typically below 5%, while generators without AVR exhibit significantly larger voltage swings. When evaluating the cost-effectiveness of an AVR, it's important to consider the potential cost associated with equipment damage and downtime. The upcharge for a generator with an AVR may seem significant, but it is often a small price to pay compared to the cost of replacing damaged equipment or dealing with lost productivity due to power-related issues. In a construction office trailer, where productivity depends on reliable electronic equipment, the investment in an AVR is generally well justified. The decision to specify a generator with or without an AVR should be based on a careful assessment of the potential risks and costs associated with voltage fluctuations. While a non-AVR generator may be less expensive upfront, the long-term costs of equipment damage, data loss, and downtime can quickly outweigh the savings. For most construction office trailers, the benefits of an AVR far outweigh the additional cost, making it a worthwhile investment in protecting equipment and ensuring reliable power. Consider the specific equipment that will be used in the construction office trailer. If the trailer will house sensitive electronic equipment such as computers, servers, and communication devices, an AVR is highly recommended. These devices are particularly susceptible to damage from voltage fluctuations, and the cost of replacing or repairing them can be significant. If the trailer will primarily be used for tasks that do not rely on sensitive electronic equipment, such as storage or basic office work, the need for an AVR may be less critical. However, it's still important to consider the potential for future use and the potential for damage to any electronic equipment that may be used in the trailer. Evaluate the power quality of the existing electrical supply at the construction site. If the site already has a stable and reliable power supply, the need for an AVR may be reduced. However, if the power supply is prone to voltage fluctuations or interruptions, an AVR can provide an additional layer of protection. It's also important to consider the potential for power outages or other disruptions that could affect the availability of the existing power supply. Review the manufacturer's specifications for the generator. Some generators are designed with built-in voltage regulation features that may provide adequate protection without the need for a separate AVR. However, it's important to carefully evaluate the performance of these built-in features to ensure that they meet the specific needs of the application. If the generator does not have built-in voltage regulation, or if the performance of the built-in features is not sufficient, an AVR is highly recommended. Obtain quotes from multiple generator suppliers and compare the costs of generators with and without AVR. Be sure to factor in the potential cost associated with equipment damage and downtime when making your decision. It's also important to consider the long-term costs of operating the generator, such as fuel consumption and maintenance. A generator with an AVR may be more efficient and require less maintenance than a generator without an AVR, which could offset the higher initial cost. Consult with a qualified electrician or generator specialist. A qualified professional can help you assess your specific needs and recommend the best generator configuration for your application. They can also provide valuable advice on installation, maintenance, and safety. When making a decision about whether to specify a generator with an AVR, it's important to weigh the potential benefits against the costs. While an AVR may add to the initial cost of the generator, it can provide significant long-term benefits in terms of equipment protection, data security, and operational reliability. For most construction office trailers, the benefits of an AVR far outweigh the additional cost, making it a worthwhile investment in ensuring a stable and reliable power supply. The absence of an automatic voltage regulator or AVR in a generator can lead to a variety of problems related to voltage stability. Firstly, voltage fluctuations can occur. Without an AVR, the generator's output voltage can fluctuate significantly, especially when the load changes. These fluctuations can damage sensitive electronic equipment, reduce equipment lifespan, and cause data loss. Secondly, voltage spikes can occur. When a heavy load is suddenly turned on, the generator's voltage can spike, potentially damaging electronic components. Thirdly, voltage dips can occur. When a load is removed, the generator's voltage can dip, which can also cause problems with electronic equipment. Fourthly, inconsistent power quality occurs. The lack of an AVR can result in inconsistent power quality, which can affect the performance and reliability of electronic devices. Fifthly, reduced equipment lifespan occurs. Voltage fluctuations and spikes can stress electronic components, shortening their lifespan. Sixthly, data loss or corruption can occur. Sudden voltage changes can cause data loss or corruption, especially in computers and other digital devices. Seventhly, system crashes or errors can occur. Voltage fluctuations can cause system crashes or errors, which can disrupt operations and lead to lost productivity. Eighthly, increased downtime occurs. Equipment damage and system crashes can result in increased downtime, which can be costly and disruptive. Ninthly, higher maintenance costs can occur. Equipment that is subjected to voltage fluctuations may require more frequent maintenance and repairs. Tenthly, safety hazards can occur. In extreme cases, voltage fluctuations can create safety hazards, such as electrical fires or shocks. In summary, the absence of an AVR in a generator can lead to a wide range of problems related to voltage instability, equipment damage, and operational disruptions. An AVR is a valuable investment that can protect equipment, improve power quality, and ensure reliable power for sensitive electronic devices. In the context of a construction office trailer, the significance of voltage regulation cannot be overstated. These trailers often house a variety of sensitive electronic equipment, including computers, printers, communication devices, and other office equipment. These devices are designed to operate within a specific voltage range, and voltage fluctuations outside of this range can cause damage, malfunction, or data loss. The construction environment can be particularly challenging for generators. Construction sites often experience fluctuating power demands as equipment is turned on and off throughout the day. This can lead to significant voltage fluctuations in generators without AVR. Additionally, construction sites may be located in remote areas where the quality of the existing electrical supply is poor. This can further exacerbate voltage fluctuations and increase the risk of equipment damage. The cost of replacing or repairing damaged equipment in a construction office trailer can be significant. Additionally, downtime due to equipment failure can disrupt operations and lead to lost productivity. The investment in an AVR is a relatively small price to pay compared to the potential cost associated with voltage fluctuations. An AVR can provide a stable and reliable power supply, protecting equipment, preventing data loss, and ensuring smooth operations. In addition to protecting equipment, an AVR can also improve the overall power quality in the construction office trailer. Stable voltage can reduce the risk of electrical interference and improve the performance of electronic devices. This can lead to increased productivity and reduce frustration for workers in the trailer. When selecting a generator for a construction office trailer, it's important to choose a model that is specifically designed for this type of application. Generators that are designed for construction use are typically more rugged and durable than general-purpose generators. They are also more likely to be equipped with features such as AVR that are essential for protecting sensitive electronic equipment. It's also important to consider the size of the generator when selecting a model for a construction office trailer. The generator should be large enough to handle the maximum power demand of all the equipment in the trailer, with some margin for safety. Overloading a generator can lead to voltage fluctuations and equipment damage. In addition to specifying a generator with an AVR, it's also important to ensure that the generator is properly installed and maintained. Proper installation can help to prevent voltage fluctuations and other power-related problems. Regular maintenance can help to ensure that the generator is operating efficiently and reliably. When using a generator with an AVR in a construction office trailer, it's important to follow all safety precautions. Generators should be operated in a well-ventilated area to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. Generators should also be grounded to prevent electrical shock. Finally, generators should be inspected regularly for any signs of damage or wear.